Okay, guys, part 2. So we got something that looks like something, guys. Now let me show you guys some magic quickly. So obviously, to try and do the mouth interior, one would usually go to sculpt mode, and then you would put dye and topo on. Now the problem is, once you turn dye and topo on, it's going to remesh the head, and when it remeshes the head, you're going to lose your UV wrap, your image. So we can't touch dye and topo, guys. That was my first approach. My first approach was to dye and topo remesh the head, remesh the body, and then only use dye and topo in the mouth and lose sort of use that UV wrap because we don't need it. But I tried probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's what I was doing. So here is a much better method that I have found, and that's just basic vertice modeling, guys. We're going to be concentrating on vertice modeling. Like I said, you got this, something that looks like this, you're winning, you're winning. So let's do it. Let's jump into it. Okay, guys, first thing you want to do in here, let's give some extra geometry so we can get in on this action, man. So just give it, so it's sort of like even blocks. Right click, right? Let's give a control loop at the bottom. And this can take 30 seconds or 40 seconds, depending on your PC. It does take some time. Right click, leave it over there. The top, let's add those control loops. 1, 2, 3, like that. That looks cool. Right click that, leave that. And then last one at the bottom, they're going to give a nice amount of control loops. Something like that. Okay, right click. So now you should have something that looks like this. We got some nice geometry on the inside. So now we're going to jump over to our sculpting. Okay, you're going to jump over to your smooth, and let's do get out of here, Dash 3D. Get out of here, mate. Let's do it 0.3. Okay, very small like this. I just want to readjust this thing. And now, guys, we can actually go. Guys, here I'm just clicking and dragging. Click, 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 drag. Click, 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 drag. Click, 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 drag. And yeah, avoid that point, guys. Just avoid it completely. The UV wrap's gonna hide that. It's gonna hide this deformation over there, so don't worry about that too much. Okay, come on the inside. Smooth that. Smooth that. You're gonna end up with something that looks like this. You just want to make sure all the lumpiness is out. Wank wank. Okay. So you end up with something that looks like this, guys. This looks cool. Now let's just remove our mask. Okay, so how you remove it, that is a box mask. You just say control, select it, and then we're going to select the back, guys. Make sure that bad boy is on over there. Okay, so the second thing we're going to do, you know how sometimes you do something by accident, but then that's exactly the way you wanted it. This is probably the only instance that's going to happen. That, like, I was smoothing this and I was like, oh, that's exactly what I want. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. First of all, let's amp up the smoothness. Let's say 0.5, and what you're going to do is you're going to smooth this area over here. Wank, wank, wank. At the back. Okay, now let's get to the important part, guys. Put your strength up to 1, and you want to smooth this. And here you don't have to click and drag. You click it once, and you just drag it. So if you do something wrong, you can control Z. Now, guys, once you got that, something like that, right? You're gonna bring it big, like this, 1 strength. Now check this out, guys. Just gonna smooth it out, smooth it out. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready for some magic? Check this out. Boom! Check out what we got. We got those muscles on the side, right? And I did that completely by accident. I was like, whoop, that's just what the vertices look like, man. So that's exactly what we want, guys. Alright, so smooth that out. So what we're going to do now is you're going to take this snake hook. Look at it from here. And all we're going to do is we're just going to whoop. So you don't want to pull it, you don't want to select it that it's deforming the face. You just want it on the inside like that. And it's a little bit difficult to work like this, but for now, pull this piece forward. Pull that piece forward like so. Wank. Wank. Don't worry for any deformation or anything like that. We'll go and fix that. And then this piece can just go back like so. Okay, guys, so we got these muscles. Got these muscles on the inside. Okay. That's exactly what we want, right? Right, so next thing we're gonna do is let's jump over to this box hide. See-through mode over there. And let's just hide that and that. Okay. Let's go back to our snake hook. And what we want to do is, let me just think now. Alright, so come from the top here, grab this piece and bring it out. And we can do something like that. Here at the end, I'm going to bring it up. Here at the bottom, I'm going to bring it down. So you want like this big thing at the back here, like this. Okay, and then usually what I also do is I just, okay, let's make it a bit smaller. I grab it and I go wank, and then from the side, you bring it down like that, wank. So it looks like there's a, a throat or a hole or something. And then what you can do is you can just open it up a bit over there. That looks fine. That looks cool. Okay. Now let's do the bottom. Let's do the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and you're gonna hide the top like so. And okay, let me just finish hiding this. Be careful that you don't accidentally touch one of these vertices, because if you do that, that part's not going to be affected when you're sculpting, and then when you unhide everything, it's going to be a big mess. Just want something like that, right? Now the problem, let me show you guys the issue. If you go, put this on 100%, right? And I start sculpting on this, wank, 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 right? It affects the bottom of the mesh as well. Can you see it's affecting the bottom of the mesh as well? So we can't do anything without affecting the bottom. So what we're going to do to fix that, you've got a box hide, go there again, and you're just going to hide any geometry that you find at the bottom. So, like so. And when you've done that, woo, you see there I grabbed the parts I wasn't supposed to. When you've done that, you can go out, and then all we're going to do is we're just going to go around. Okay, so guys, we're going to be left with something that looks like this. That's exactly what we want. So let's jump back into our smoothing, and you want to put it again 0.3. I'm just going to go do some smoothing. So guys, this, you don't want it to look perfectly flat, because when we do add the noise texture later to it, to just give it some definition and all those things, any like deformation or lumpiness is going to look cool. It's going to add to the detail. So okay, so let me show you guys the first thing we're going to try and do here. So that's fine, we can leave those parts looking like that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this inflate, put it 8.8, I think so, wank. Alright, we put it at 1. Okay, let's go 1. So click, it's going to do this, right? So you need to press Control, and all you're going to do is you're going to come around the sides here, back in the middle, all the way to the back, and all we're doing is we're just creating a lump here at the bottom, so it doesn't look completely flat there around the sides. It needs to be lumpy. It needs to be lumpy, right? Maybe definitely maybe definitely there. It's contradicting, something like that. Okay, something like that. That's fine, guys. Let's just leave it like that for now. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to this draw tool. You're going to put it on 0.8. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab it. We're going to make it follow that thing over there. What the hell is this? What's these things now, man? Let me just... You're stupid. Come on, man. Bring the strength up a bit. Just smooth that out so we don't have those things there. Go to your draw tool. And all you're going to do is you're going to draw. So like that. Bring it to the front like that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our tongue. So you're going to come all the way back over here and grip it. That's a very thin tongue. So you just want to, you don't want to do it exactly in the middle. You want to come out on the sides a little bit. And we'll maybe put this on 1. Do up nearly to the front. Something like that. That looks fine. And then last thing you want to do is you want to come to the front. Oh, see some deformation over there. And you just want like this bowl. Like that. Frank. That looks fine. Alright, now sorry guys, something I forgot to say is I didn't do this by myself. I found somebody online. What's this guy's name? Let me just go see what his name is. His name is Jamie Dunbar. Very cool videos. Go subscribe to his channel, go check him out. This is where I found all of these things. So he obviously does a much better job than me. So yeah, go check out his channel, go check out how he does it. You'll maybe get more of an idea how to do it, but I'm just doing the very basics. I'm just taking the muscles that I saw he did, and I'm trying to replicate that. So yeah, I just wanted to give him some credit, because there's really not a lot of snake videos out there, guys. YouTube needs more. We need more snake videos, YouTube. Please. Alright, let's bring that up over there. Shrink. And do something like that. Alright, so the next tool we're going to be using is this crease over there. And again, 0.8. Rank. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come in from here, from there. Maybe 0.7. And come in, take it around the sides. Swoop in there. You're going to grab this. From there. I think this muscle is supposed to be right on the side, but alright, you want to go around there, swoop, something like that. Alright, and then for our tongue, I'm going to come at the back over there, so it's not too thin. Shrimp, something like that. Okay, like I said, we like the lumpiness, guys. We like it, bro. We like it. More lumpy, the better. And the last thing we're going to use is this pinch. So 0.8, and the pinch you want to have it as big as, just as big as the muscle is. So, and what the pinch does is it makes it more sharp at the top. So it's not like round like this. Can you see you got that like sharpness at the top? That's basically what you want. And then what we're going to do is let's do some vertice modeling for the tongue and for this. Well, that's a tongue. I don't know. Is it a breathing hole? I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. Let's do this. You're going to do modeling, and let's just select that cube over there. Oh, these vertices over here. So what we're going to do is let's take the bottom. Let's take the bottom of the tongue from there. From there. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. That one. That one and that one. You're going to press K to bring out the knife. So the shape we're looking for, guys, is just same as I'm busy making here, because we can edit it afterwards. Like I said, we're going to throw subdivision on you, and this is the only way I could think of doing it. X faces, delete those faces. Now press 2 to go into your edge select, and press Alt to select that loop. And what you can do is you can go to transform. Sometimes it makes it better, sometimes it makes it worse. And you say to sphere, boop, I just made it better. Yeah, man. Extrude, scale, bring it in like that. And then what you can do is you can come from here and you're going to extrude it to the back. You're going to rotate it. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'll show you guys now. I just want to bring it to the back. F to close it, and maybe bring it a little bit up. So you're going to see something like that. And let's do the same with this one. Select the control loop, mesh, transform to sphere. Wimp. Alright, and if it does that, you can just scale it down a little bit. Okay. Extrude scale again, and then from the side, X-ray view, and then let's extrude them here at the back and scale it and rotate it. Okay, so let's do something like that. F to close it, and yeah, down like that. Okay, guys, so we have our two holes over there. So what you can do is you can take your snake hook. You can do this with vertice modeling or sculpting, and you can make a little bit at the end. Bring it open a little bit. This thing needs to be open a little bit. Like whatever you want. You can edit the holes however you want them. Okay. Let me just see what else we can do here. That looks fine, guys. Maybe just smooth this part out so it's. There we go. Something like that. Okay. And sometimes you can also go and draw a muscle in there. I don't know if there's a muscle there, but yeah. Okay, so let's do the top quickly, guys. So just go on box height, click once to unhide everything. And what you're going to do is you're going to hide the bottom now. Okay, so now we got the top. Now we got the top over here, guys. Let's go back to our smooth. Let's put it again on 0.3. And yo, what am I doing? What am I doing? You see, I can't see, man. My camera. You nearly made me do the wrong thing, man. See the Control Z, dude. Thank God for Control Z. Okay. Let's put this strength at 0.3. Okay. And now you can go and you can just do some smoothing. Just take those rough lines out. Like I said, those look pretty cool when we add the shaders over. And just leave it like that. Wank, wank, wank. Okay. Now you're going to do the same, guys. You're going to take your draw tool. Is that the draw tool? No, that's the draw tool. Alright. And put it on 0.8 again. And then what you want to do is you want to take it on where this top muscle comes out. You want to take it, bring it, and bring it in. So, like that. And then I think there's another two muscles here. So what I usually just do is I go and I bring them towards each other. Now let's go again with the crease. The crease, whoop, it's too big. The crease we can take all the way at the back, so we can just. It looks more like these, like it's one muscle coming out. Okay, you got that over there, and then just do some here on the side, one on that side, just like that, guys. And now let's do some smoothing over here because we don't want, I don't want to stand out like that. That looks weird. So what I usually do, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of smoothing, guys, especially at the beginning and the end. So it must look like there's something there, but not like as defined as we made it, I guess, if that makes sense. Form, something like that. Okay, that looks cool, guys. And then last thing we can do, just to give that some definition, because these are the things that's these are the muscles that's gonna be moving with the fangs. So that's cool, guys. Let me check what else is there. Boom. So we got we basically got the mouth, guys. The last muscles that we need to do is the rear, the jaw muscles. I think it's the jaw muscles, I'm not sure. And how are we gonna do those? Is you want to come in the mouth here, make it quite large, and you want to take these bottom parts and you want to bring them out. And then what you want to do to just give it some extra definition is we can just come in with a crease again, maybe put it at 0.5, and just want to go around there just to give it that extra definition. Wank, all the way around there like that. So it looks like a, whoa, that looks weird. This is, let me just do this. Why does that side look so deformed? You guys see that? The hell? Oh, let's just do this. Can inflate the bottom over there. I don't know, something like that, guys. Something like that. I think it's supposed to come down more, but oh, wait. So, I don't know. I'm struggling here in this tutorial, guys. I'm struggling here in this tutorial. Let's just leave it like that for now, right? So we got all the muscles. We got those. We got those. We got the top. And then let's just fix this quickly. No, I'm on the wrong thing again. I'm on the inflate. I just went in the snake hook. May somebody be playing with me, mate? You can just do this to like to make it look the same. Okay. So that looks cool, guys. Let's just leave it like that. We got our muscles here from the side. We got everything like that. Okay, guys. Now, let me think. What are we going to do now? All right. Let's get it here from the side. And then what we're going to do, guys, is you're going to go back into sculpt mode. And you're going to go back to your mask. Oop, that one over there. Now, let's select the bottom here. Everything like that. You're going to select it up until the middle. Over like that. Doesn't matter what you select inside. All that matters is these. And sometimes sometimes it doesn't freaking mask. So you just need to make sure that it is masking. Nothing else is masked. That's cool. That's fine like that. And then what we're going to do is you're going to go back to your snake hook. Zoop. And make it nice and big. And we're going to be bringing this down little bit by little bit. And let's go to the front. Now what we want for the front here, see our image. Like I said, guys, we're going to be using the image, but we're also not going to be using the image. We're just going to be using it as a reference. So what you want to do at the front here, you want to bring it in. You sort of bring it in at an angle. You're sort of bringing the mouse up while you're doing it. Like that. And then the front. You see, you're like, while you're busy doing it, you can like twist your mouse. I don't know, play around with it. Save your work before you do it. Or Control Z. Alright, so just something like that, guys. That's fine. And then all you do to invert the mask is Control I, and it's gonna be selecting the top. So now we go with the bottom. So just to give it nice thickness there. And then from the front, maybe just bring it down just so you can see that that part's open over there. Maybe that's too much. Like that. Actually, I think I brought this piece a bit too much forward. Just take it from the side over there. So we got something like that, guys. We got something that now officially looks like a snake. And making sure all that stuff looks cool. Okay, guys, and then what you can do, object mode, let's just focus on the snake again. And then you can definitely see here we got some deformation. So let's fix that quickly. So box mask. So control, select everything to de-mask it, and then let's mask that piece over there. And then let's jump into our smoothing. Smoothing, put it at 0.3. Very subtle smoothing, guys. Very subtle smoothing, right? See that piece over there? Very subtle, guys. Very subtle. And then obviously where it's going to be deformed is in the interior. What's going on with my camera, man? You okay, bro? Okay, so guys, very important step that we're going to be doing now. Let's save our work before we do this, guys. Because now the work is going to start. What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here, mate? You guys see this? Alright, this does not look... I don't know, from the top it looks so weird. Just see what the hell's going on here. Alright, guys, so let's go in there. And you see you can very easily fix. Do sculpt mode. You can just... And then remember the mouth, guys, needs to be... something like that. It needs to be... Ah, that looks cool. That looks fine. I was just thinking that this part over there just needs to be a bit... Don't know. Like that. Okay, that looks fine. Alright, guys. So, what we're going to do now. Let's add a UV sphere. On this side. And then all you're going to do is just going to take it to the eye. So, like such and such. Come from this side, move it there, so and so, and then at the top, you can bring this one maybe a bit forward like that. Okay, guys, so what we're gonna do, let's go to sculpt mode, and the top, gonna bring it, sorry, the top, I'm just gonna bring it like this. And the side, bring it down in like this. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is if you go into x-ray mode, we're going to use this as a reference. So we want the skin to come over all the scales, to come just over the eye over there. So what you're going to do is you're going to push, you're going to push, you're going to push. That one, push back. I'll push the front here. I'll push back. Up until you get something that looks cool. Okay, a little bit more. So like that. And then the front definitely needs to be open a bit more. That looks cool. And now from the side, this one should be fine. And then from this side, maybe just want it a little bit more open over there. Okay, so we got something that looks like that, which looks pretty weird. Now that I'm looking at it, looks pretty awkward. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're going to go to your eye, and you're going to scale it on the y-axis, like so. And all you're going to do, well, this one looks fine, just something like that. Right, guys, so there, officially you got your eye in there, right? And this thing, we're going to look at the geometry here. I'm going to look at that geometry, so we're going to have to give it, because we're going to be booleaning this eye, so it's better if we just give it one subdivision. So it's sort of this, the faces are sort of the same size, so let's just leave it like that. You can even smooth that out, that's fine. Huh? I'm saying smooth, mate. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, we got that over there, guys. Now what we're going to do, let's get on to biz. Let's get on to the business, boys. Now what we need to try and attempt to do is to delete all of these vertices. And what I usually did is I came here and I came like to these control loops. I looked at it and I grabbed these control loops and I started deleting them, which is a mess, guys. Especially if you can't see what's going on this side. Like I said, if we're doing any mirroring wrong or we're doing any deformation of vertices on this side, it's not going to work. So the easiest method that I found is to come on the opposite side of the head and select these control loops. So Alt, click that one, Alt Shift, or Shift Alt, click the next one, and then you can just go click them. You just keep in Alt Shift. And if you select the wrong vertice, you can Control Z. That's cool right there. Oh, come on, camera. Yeah, apologies, my camera went off there. Battery life of my camera is not very good. What was I busy saying? Oh yeah, it's much easier to select these vertices and start from this side over here. So you can just delete those vertices, right? And you can grab these okay, so once you have like an opening there, you can take advantage of the situation. Just come here from the side. You got it like that? Okay. So no vertices on that side of the x-axis, of the y-axis. Okay. So what we're going to do is let's give this a mirror. Hey, what those two snake heads? No. Okay. Let's leave this step for the last. Let's do this later. Okay, let me just think. Okay, guys. So this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to approach this thing. So, again, select it like that. What you're going to do... Okay. Let's do this. Sorry. I'm still confused with this whole thing, guys. You'd think after doing it so many times, you'd be more... like educated on all this stuff, but I'm still I'm still struggling here, guys. What we're going to do is, you see here where we cut these lines out, right? What we're going to do is you're going to go make sure you're on your edge, and your edge is over there, right? And here we're going to be using the cut tool. We're going to be using the cut tool. So okay, bring out the cut tool, and here I usually just like, oh yeah, when you're clicking this, right? You can see there it's like green, but as soon as you get to like a vertice, turns red, greenish. You want to have that, because later on when we're going to use all of these new vertices that we're creating, the method that we're going to use is not going to work. It's going to work, but it's going to be a lot more work if you don't just snap onto the vertices. So make sure you're doing your best by just snapping onto the vertices. And by the way, you can't control this. See this? You only get one try, and then you have to redo the whole thing. So just try your best to zoom out, zoom in, see where it should go. And we're going to be working with this vertex over there, so that's fine. And then what you do while it's still selected, right? While it's still selected, you're going to go and you're going to go mark seam. You're going to have this seam that you've now marked around. I just want to see something. Yeah. So you see, you can no longer add a control loop. It stops at the seam, at the seam, and that's what we want. That's That's the benefit, that's the magic of using. You can create seams around very complex objects which you cannot animate, and you can add more geometry wherever you want to. Oh, now it's working. May? I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, you can add more geometry. It's supposed to only add geometry. I'm thinking, let's look at this control loop. Right, the mouth. Maybe another one inward. Oh, that one looks fine actually. So with that control loop selected, option, go, mark seam. Okay. And what you can do is with this seam selected, so you just go Alt, click on that seam. You can go select, and then you say, let's just put this back on. You go select, and then you say select loop inner region, and it's going to select the whole head. So you're just going to go Control I to invert it, and now we got the mouth, and then we can just give and call it mouth interior or whatever. Call it whatever you want, and let's make it pink, man, to be fancy, G. And just say assign. Okay, so let's just do that now so we know we got that out the way. We got a pink mouth over there. That is cool. Let's see. Okay, we got that over there. We got that over there, guys. Now. Oh, yeah. We said we're going to do the fangs. So to do the fangs, you want to add a circle, 5 vertices. I didn't bring it over there. Let's just scale it down. Scale it down. Right, so here you want to F to close it, extrude it down, 3 to select the faces, invert it, and let's give it a subdivision of 2. Alright, now you want to press 2, select those edge loops, it's over there, bring it over there. This looks weird. A lot of stuff be looking funny today, guys. Shape like that, and then again scale 0, and maybe let's just move this control loop double G just to move it down, and Z to go into your wireframe. Just select that, then you'll select all your vertices, and then you can just do it as you would like it. Oh, definitely no, definitely going to need this fang a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, at least so we can see it. We need to see those fangs, boys. This video is about the fangs and the mouth and... Alright, before I make the same mistake that I made now, let's rotate this. Shoop. Right over there. And we're going to put it like over there. And what you're going to do, put proportional editing on, grab one of those random vertices, and then just bring them in like that, man. And then let's take them, let's put them inside. Alright, something like that. Something like that. Alright. So what you want to do now is you want to click on your head, into edit mode. And as I've said previously, yeah. So later on when we're doing weight painting and armature and all those things, there's going to be some slight deformation over here. And that's also, we don't have a lot of geometry going on there. So what we want to do is we want to add some geometry. So what you're going to do, Shift R, Control Loop, right click, leave it there. Let's just give some geometry around. And because of those seams we created, these control loops are only in the mouth. They're not going anywhere else. So that's pretty cool. Whoa. Let's give this one 2. Let's give this one 3. This one 2. Alright. You guys are going to see later on why it is extremely crucial that we do this. Okay? And then what you're going to do, you press your K. This knife, and here you don't have to go for the vertices. You can just go edges all the way around. Man, I'll tell you guys, this knife tool, I never used this knife tool before. So, but I was really struggling to try and do the interior of the mouth without dying topo. I literally sat here for weeks on end, and then I just randomly thought, let me just try cutting this thing out and see what it looks like. And then since then, everything be smooth sailing, mate. So I'm very happy with this knife tool. This knife tool is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So you just come around all the way over here, just click it, wank. Right, so make sure you close it over there. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna unselect your head, select your head again, just so you got the head. And we're gonna move back to this area where we cut out these faces now. Whoop. Zoom in on that. And then I select all of these. Swing, just like so. Delete the faces. And you'll see, you try and, okay, you see it's not selecting the whole control loop. It's only selecting parts. Now, I know if something like that happens, you may go 1, all, merge vertices at center by distance. Don't do it, guys. Do not do it, please. If you look at the geometry here, the bottom of the mouth is going through, damn it, the bottom of the mouth is going through the top, actually. Like, we're gonna go and we're gonna fix that now. But if you go and you attempt to merge vertices the whole time while it's like this, the top of the mouth, the vertice can like become one vertice with the bottom of the mouth. And then when you get to the armature and you try and open the mouth, you're gonna have stretching and all that stuff. So merge vertices, but only when I merge them. It's gonna be like some time from now, guys. So yeah, let's just do that, guys. Don't forget, let's do this. Save. You guys know today's all about that saving. Saving that works, so we ain't lose nothing. So let's go back here. Now, with that being said, once you got this thing selected, if you do go now, like we did before, you go mesh, transform to sphere, usually it does funny, weird things. Huh? Alright, you see. So you go into 1, you put your proportional editing on, and what I usually just do is I'll just manually make it the way I want. So just move these pieces around, just, you know, so you have like a nice circle at the bottom over there. Okay, grab this part and that one. Okay, you just want like a circle-ish form, guys. Alright, so you got that over there. So you're gonna go to 2, gonna Alt, select that control loop, Shift Alt. Make sure you have all of these edges selected, and you can check that by putting proportional editing off and moving it around. You'll see that there's vertices that stay behind or come with. That's good. Now, with those vertices still selected, you're gonna go out of edit mode. You go back, and then you're gonna shift click on the fang, and we're gonna focus on those. We're gonna click on the head and go back into edit mode, so we still have that control loop there selected. So what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna move it. I don't know if it's easier to do this. That looks worse. Alright, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate it and move it like that, and we're just gonna bring it up to there, maybe a bit back, scale it like that. And then the last piece, I'm going to do extrude it all the way, so like there, and then scale 0, and I'll do something like that. So now you can go to the fang and you can delete it. Well, we don't need it anymore. You're going to have something that looks like this. Now, as I've said previously, that we are going to be using a subdivision on this. So it's not going to look crooked like that. I do want to just make these a little bit bigger. Hey! Hey! There we go. There we go. Okay, and then you just put proportional editing on, and then you can just make it a little bit bigger over there if you want. And yeah, that's cool for now. I like that. And then next thing you want to do is you just want to add some control loops, and you want to push them all the way back, like up there, like that. And then now when you go into sculpt mode, you can actually go and you can go, let's put this at 0.3, and you can go and you can smooth that out. I'll just look a little bit better. Wank, wank, wank. Okay, so you're going to have something that looks like that, guys. Now, it's probably going to be a good idea to use another material. Let's call it Fangs. Let's make that black. Alright, and then just what you want to do is you want to go 3 to faces, and you can say Alt, click on that. So you're going to select that one, click on those, Shift Alt, damn it, Shift Alt, Shift Alt, damn it, what's going on? Shift Alt, mate. Okay, and then what you want to do is you can't Shift Alt this. You can. The other day I couldn't Shift Alt it anyway. And you're going to assign it, so you're going to make it nice and black. And yeah, if it's looking like that, you can even grab another one. Assign. I don't know. Wherever you feel fit. Something like that. Okay, so we got that out the way, guys. What we're going to do now is you're going to go tab. And you select all your faces, like so. Boop. Then you're going to press Control I to invert it. So now we got the interior selected over here. But we also have a lot of other stuff selected that we don't want to be selected. So you're going to go Z, wireframe, 3 to select faces, C to bring out your selection tool, and then middle roller mouse key thing. And then go remove all of those faces. That's not supposed to be there. We just want the mouth interior, guys. That's all we want. None of that stuff here at the bottom. And none of that stuff at the top. Ooh. Ah! Alright. Thank God for Control Z, guys. Otherwise. Alright. So now that you just made sure there's no other vertices selected, you're gonna... Ooh, we got some vertices selected over here, guys. That like so and so. Right? Are we gonna hide? We're gonna hide it, guys. So now we have a see-through picture over here. See-through model. Now the magic begins. Let me show you guys. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is in this mode again to select your edges, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go cut over these lines. Okay, enter, right click, mark seam. Okay, so we're only going to do the ones here on the side, guys. Just try and do the same ones that I'm doing. And then, oh, okay. So this one, guys, you're not going to follow there. We're going to bring him over here. Okay, guys, so don't do any other ones. Just do these. And then what we're going to do is you're going to come from the side, right? You're going to push 1 to select your vertices, and you're going to take basically everything at the bottom and you're going to hide it. We're just going to be working with the top. Go back to, right? Don't worry about any of that stuff. You're looking funny, but don't worry, you can address it later. So what you guys can do, if you want to remove it, you click Alt X and then you say dissolve edges, and it removes it. So you can go edit whichever lines you want, and you can go remove them. Like I'm removing these, and if there's one like this, right click clear seam, just so you don't get confused later. And this one, these three as well, clear seam. Okay, so that's going to give us more of an idea of what we need to do. And then here we're just going to be, alright guys, apologies again, my memory card was full. Now we can continue. Where was I? Okay, so what we're going to do here is you just want to press K, and you sort of just want to bring it down to, oh, this corner over there, right? Mark seam. Or, sorry, it's not supposed to be like that. We want to bring it up to there. So like something like that. Mark seam. Something like that over there, or take it to the top, that's fine. What the hell does this thing do now? Alright, let's mark that seam over there. And then we can go Alt and we can unhide everything. I should have this. And then we can just go and we can connect these lines. That one. And I don't think that this thing is going to be pointing that way. I think definitely it's going to be coming more down. Like that. Mark seam, and then that one. Dissolve edges. And then now if we look at it from the front, we're on the front over here. Alright, that looks like a bit of a mess, but it's fine. We got our nose there, we got that coming down over there, we got that, and we got that. Right, so that's fine, guys. Let's just have a look at this. Now, I think I just need to look at my phone for how I did it last time. I'm just looking. So you got something that looks like that, guys. Now, when you have this, remember you can do this to your own discretion. You can go look at scales online to get it exact. I mean, I've just put in some random scales at the back. I don't think that's what it looks like, but yeah, I guess it will do the job. You can use this as like a template before you add these seams over here. And you can also use this technique to do any head you want with any scales. You're just cutting these parts. So what we want to do now is, you see that one over there, right? That one we're going to mark seam at the bottom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be cutting. We're just going to be joining all of these things here. Let's go to, let's check that one, that one, that one, that one. Mark seam. Click that one over there. Well, let's not click that one. Let's just go C. And you can just select these. And then you can go unselect the top. Unselect that. And you can just go mark seam. And I think we're going to use this part. That one, and that one. And that one. And mark seam. Okay, so we got those over there. And what we're going to do now, guys, is we're just going to bring these in. Mark seam. Alright. So the easiest way to do it, guys, let's go and bring them over there. Easiest way to do, so it's going to be easier to go in here, but as I've stated previously, it's going to be difficult to work with this geometry. So let's just go back into sculpt mode. You're going to go to smooth, and we are literally going to smooth. You see where these top pieces are sticking out. So you're going to start here, smooth 0. You're going to do that up until you don't see any geometry. We can make it maybe a little bit stronger. Up until you see no geometry sticking out. Okay, so now what we can do, we can go back to object mode, edit mode, and we can go to the inside. So you see this one over here. So you can come here. I just want to do it at the same angle, and you want to connect it. You want to connect it here to the inside, mark seam, and you're just going to move along, and you're going to do it these. Just going to do it the same with the rest of them. All right. Now. Mark seam. Let's do the same for the bottom here, guys. Mark seam. Have any more seams to mark? Alright, so the next one we want to do is obviously, say, this one. You can take it from there. Maybe this one. Maybe here, the last one. And then mark seam. Okay, so we got basically got all those over there. Let me just check it. So this is where you can analyze what your snake's going to look like. You can see. Okay. So now let's bring in our eye, like so. Focus on those. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut slightly inside the eye. That's maybe too much. Slightly inside the eye. Wink. Wink. Like that. And then close it. Let's do the same on this side. Mark seam. So let's select just on the head again, and then you'll see something that looks like this. Okay, so just one thing we want to do is we just want to cut straight from there, maybe there, and then there, like that. Mark seam. Wow! Let's get that one. Solve edges. Okay, so that looks cool. And then here, we've got something going on there, so it's good if we just cut it from there to there, join those two up, and then solve those edges. So now we have a nice circle over there. Okay, are you guys, okay, wait now. Before I spoil the magic, I think the nose is supposed to go there. So let's just first do that before I reveal the magic to you guys. I'm doing completely the wrong thing now. Let's leave the nose because we're going to be extruding. Alright guys. Okay, so next thing we're going to do now. Are you guys ready for the magic? I promise you guys some magic, and I'm about to spill the beans. So check it out, guys. Without dying topo, to try and get scales which look, you know, high res is impossible. It's impossible, guys. So I fell upon this, like I just randomly tried this technique and it worked so well. So let me show you guys what we're going to do. Let's take an easy one. Let's take an easy one right over here. Okay, I hope this is not one of those situations where I want to show somebody something and then when I do it doesn't work. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Here's the magic. Select all of that. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it, guys. You're going to select the... Stupid. You're going to select the seams, And then you're going to make sure some seams are going to like you see over there, it's too much, right? You're just going to go unselect that one. You're going to select the seams in a... It's stupid. Come on, man. I'm going to select the seams like this. Right? And then you say select. Select loop. Inner region. Oh, guys, exactly what I told you. It wasn't going to work on that one. Let's try on this one at the top over here. Hold on, guys. Let's try this one over here. Select loops, inner region. And it's going to select the inside. Now you're going to go extrude by 0.15. Sorry. Go back. Extrude by 0.015. 0.015. And then you give it... let's just see. You give it 3 control loops, like that. That's what we're going to be doing around the entire head, guys. So I want you guys to just follow me. My camera's flat again somehow. I want you guys to just follow me and do the ones that I'm doing. I think I'm going to do this time lapse, but just do the exact... As you guys saw previously, when I select these control loops, I'll select these control loops over here, and it will select the whole face. That means that it's not somewhere it's not touching. So what you can do then, this way works nonetheless. Let's just go focus on that, and you just go and you select all your faces. If you can't, if those edge loops don't work, you go and you select all your faces. Okay, once you've got all the outer faces selected, you can just enlarge that, and I'm just going to select all the faces on the inside, and then we're going to extrude 0.015. Right, and we're going to do the same over there. Okay, 3 control loops over there. So let's try this one. And then here, what you can do is you can start to come to the inside over here, and you can just do it like that. So select inner loop region, extrude 0.015. Okay, that's nice. Now don't worry about what it looks like in the beginning. Any deformation or parts like overlapping other parts, that's fine, guys. And then another thing you guys have to watch out for is, you see, so I've selected this control loop, right? And then you can go on, you can select that one over there. But you'll see, if you look very closely, when you're selecting these control loops, and that one over there, that it has gone and it's selected this one as well. So that's something you guys just have to check out for. The rest of them, if you do select a control loop and it selects the entire control loop, you can Control Z as well. Okay guys, so you can see here we are now nearing the end of the mirror, and like I said before guys, watch out, you don't want to give control loops to these parts that are going close to the mirror modifier. So I'm going close to the edge over here. So from now, let's start and do all of these scales, and then we'll do the middle one. Again guys, extrude 0.15 and no control loops for this one. This one, again, no control loop, just leave him on the side like that. Okay, no control loop on that one. And last piece up here, guys. Please don't tell me I have to do this whole one manually. Please work. Please work, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on, bruh! If this thing doesn't work right now, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to have to select all these faces manually. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You got my energy, bro. Let's do it, man. I love you. Please, bro. Guys, a moment of truth. Let's check it out. Select loops. Boom. All right. you should have something that looks like this. Okay. Now, let me think quickly. All right, guys. So two things. Let's first go to our mirror modifier. You're going to turn clipping on. So with that's going on. There we go. You turn clipping on. Okay. So what clipping does? What clipping does is it allows you to move the mesh, but it basically keeps everything attached in the middle. Camera again, I don't know what, my camera knows I'm recording today. What was I busy saying now? Oh, yeah. So what you want to do, so you can see this face at the bottom and face at the top supposed to be one face. That's supposed to be one face. So all we're going to do, right, we did turn clipping on, is you're going to alt click that control loop and alt click this control loop at the bottom, right? And all you're going to do, you're going to put proportional editing off and you're going to move it. This piece has to be one piece. So you're going to move it like that. Alt grab that control loop, move it like that. So that's going to close that's going to close it. And then these ones, come on man, come on man. Okay, so these ones, it's maybe going to be easier just to select them. Once you got that selected, you can bring it a little bit closer like that. And these ones as well. There we go. And just move those closer together. Right. This one. Yeah, we got a control loop here, boys. This one. Just going to move him up until he touches. And then the back one. Okay, so these, I'm going to bring them a little bit closer. Just like that. Alright guys, now is the time that we can drop some control loops in here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And by the way, if you guys did by accident already put control loops where you weren't supposed to, what you can do is you can select any control loop. Let's say these already had it on and you wanted to do that step. Remember, you can't select the top vertices because it's going to move the top and the bottom ones are going to stay like that, but it's not a problem. Let's say you already put control loops in. All you do is you select your control loop, Shift Alt to select your control loops, you go X and you dissolve the edges, right? So you can do that and then we can just do the step that we just did. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is, I'm still busy playing around with the colors and all those things, so for now what we're going to do, let's just go back to our shader over here. We're going to add color ramp and we're going to make a snake black, just like, we're going to make the snake black just like that. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to give another material and we're going to call this face, whatever. We're going to call it face and we'll make it green just so it stands out. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, so the advantage, two advantages. I'm going to tell you guys the one now, and another one I'm going to tell you now. Advantage of the control loops we put in over here. So check what this allows us to do. Okay, so let's say I want to change this thing's material, these faces material over here. Quang, quang, quang. How do you select all of these faces? So what you do, you press 2 to select your edges. You select the control loop at the bottom, the one at the bottom, and you say Control plus, Control plus, 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 plus. Till the faces touch. When the faces touch, you say Control minus, 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 minus. And you do it, you minus it too much, and you put it back. Here we go, up until the bottom, and you say Assign. Here we go, it's assigned it. Now, let's do the most difficult parts first. So not all of them, again, not all of them work like that. These back ones you'll see. We select this control loop. Control plus, 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 minus, 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 minus. Okay, so control loop's perfect except over there. So here, 3, select faces. selection tool, and let's just go manually remove all of that. I know this is quite a lot of work, guys, but I don't know, like I got the model working, but now we need to find a way to just make it a lot less time consuming. I think there is ways. I wish I was like Blender Guru, where I could be like, yeah, this is a problem, here's a magic button, just do this. Like that guy knows everything. Okay, it's overlapping the other face, but it doesn't matter because the other face is also going to have the same material. So let's do this one at the back over here. 2 Alt, click the edge. Guys, and the only thing you want to check out for when you're doing these interiors is that like 90% of the times it's going to work fine. You just want to make sure on the inside that the new color that we're going to give it is... What the hell's going on here? This thing's supposed to... Alright, we need to... Alright, we need to extend this mouth interior color. It's fine, we'll do that. You just need to make sure that it's here at the edge on the control loop. Okay, let's do it. Let's go, guys. What you guys are going to see with the bottom faces is that it selects all of these faces at the bottom. It's going to do it with all these parts here on the side. It's going to carry on here to the bottom. So just be aware of that while you're busy doing it. Here you can now add your control loops, guys. On the sections where you didn't add the control loop, you can now go and you can add it. Okay guys, so you're gonna have something that looks like this. Now don't worry about the eye too much. We're gonna be booleaning the other eye anyway. I just quickly have to see something here because there's still this line over there. So let me see here. If I go 3, select these faces, mouth interior, assign. See there we go. Alright, so if your model is like mine, then just shift click all these pieces and just assign them. So I swear no, it was fine, but now it's like, now it'd be cray-cray, man. It'd be cray-cray, man. Alright, that's it, guys. That's it. It looks something like this. Now magic's on the way, guys. Hold tight. We are nearly finished with the head. Alright, I think now we can do the nose quickly. We'll do something like that. Anyway, did you guys see that freaking edge just disappear? Oh my gosh. What's going on? Alright, 3, select those faces and let's remove the faces, and we can just do some vertice modeling, put your proportional editing on, and we can just be moving these things around a little bit just to make them all look like a, you know, round, more round. And no flat faces there. Alright, something like that. Something like that. So 2, select your controller, extrude scale, just put your proportional editing off while you're busy doing this, and then look at it from like this angle, and you can just extrude a bit back, F to close it, and you can maybe scale it a bit like this, make it look something like that. Now it looks too small. Alright, well, we can just grab this over here. Alt. Oh, come on, dude! There we go. And with proportional editing, you can just make it a bit larger or whatever you want. Okay, so we got the nose, the nostrils, the nose holes. Nose holes. Let me just think now. Alright, so everything seems to be a-okay. Okay, guys, let's do a quick save as. You guys got all the way here, you guys are bosses, because the hard work on the modeling is basically finished. Alright, you guys want to see the sauce. You guys want to see some of the sauce. So what we're going to do now is, while we're at it, let's Boolean the eye. So if you look at the geometry here, you can see the geometry is slightly smaller than the icosphere's geometry. Put that off. No, mate. I want you off, mate. Let's give this a subdivision of 1. Subdivision 1, apply. Right? Now, what you want to check is you want to make sure that the eye is not touching the top of the mouth, because that's going to create bad geometry and it's going to try and mesh everything together. If your eye does touch the mouth, very easy. You can isolate the eye and then you can just remove these edge loops like that one and that one. And you can remove the edges. Sorry. And you can just remove those faces and those faces. Sorry, we were supposed to delete the vertices, not the freaking edges. Right, and then you can delete the one side, and you'll only have the one side, right? If yours is touching, but mine ain't touching, man. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. So what we're gonna do now? Gonna click on your head, mirror still there, and we're gonna drop in Boolean. So you want to try and avoid Boolean at all costs, but I mean, I don't know really which other way to do it. So you're gonna go Union, and you click on the eye. Now immediately you'll see. Immediately you'll see if it's worked or it's not worked. So it will look like there's 2 eyes. Well, it doesn't look like it is now. And you can even move your eye a bit in or a bit out. You want it to pop a little bit more. But let's apply this. Wank. Delete it. Alright. So you guys see that did not work. So if it doesn't work, like I said, it's supposed to look like there's 2 overlays of it. That's how you know if it's working or not. So what you can do, you can move it a little bit. Your PC is going to be lagging and cracking. Alright guys, can you see that extra geometry that it's giving us there? Alright guys, that'll work for me. That'll work. And then we just go apply. And you delete that. And you'll see the eye stays there. Right? And if you shade smooth it, whoomp, it's going to look like that. I don't know, the head looks a bit... definitely going to have to bring the nose in a bit. But it's fine. Afterwards, you can totally do some more modeling. So let's add quickly 2 more materials. Let's call this one Eye Outer. Eye outer is going to be roughness off, metallic off, transmission all the way up. And then add another one. You call this eye inner. And we'll just make this one black as well. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to go to the actual eye. We got the eye in there. Let's just look at this over here. Alright. Oh, this thing's created some pretty bad geometry over here, I'll tell you that. Some pretty bad geometry. It's fine, we'll smooth it out. We'll see what we can do with it. See if I say Control Plus. There we go. So you got this entire eye. And you're going to say eye outer sign. That's going to give us a glass eye. Man, what you doing, bro? Made the nose now also the eye. Okay, well, just we'll fix that now. And then what you do is you can Alt, go to your faces, click that one, maybe that one over there. Those two look cool. And then that one and that one. See, it doesn't select the entire loop. That's fine. There we got one. All right, and eye inner. Assign it to eye inner. We got our eyes and we got our eye inner. Can I just see what on earth is going on here? Select those faces and let's just press up. Where's the face? Where'd I put the face? The face is green. Right? Just do that like that. Alright guys, we got the eyes. Now, are you guys ready for the magic? Yeah, what everybody came here for. Okay, let's just, we're gonna make this freaking black because the green is so irritating. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do now, you're gonna save your work, save as. Okay. Now, guys, what we're gonna look is we're going to inspect this model quickly. What you really want to concentrate on here is you want to go through the entire middle loop. Because what happens is you can see some vertices like at the face is crossing each other. So you'll move it in the X or in the opposite direction to put them together. But as you go forward, you'll see the vertices cross each other in the other direction. So when you're moving the vertices together from your angle, there's vertices inside which is moving the opposite direction. And when you go and you mirror and you apply the mirror and the vertices are like this, it's not one mesh, you're going to have a lot of problems with your armature. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through this loop right here. And we're going to make sure, and I'm going to show you guys how to check it. We're going to make sure everything is 100%. And how you do that, okay, so you go select your edge loop like that, and you move it to the, sorry, let's put proportional editing. You move it to the left and to the right, all the way. You go wank, wank out of screen. And if you see any meshes like flying around, you know there's some mesh inside, some vertices inside which are not properly clipped, and they're moving in the opposite direction, and you're going to have problems. So move to the left, move to the right, everything be good. Here, grab this one, move to the left, move to the right, no problems. And now we're going to go inside, guys. So here you want to, that's the easiest way to get in is just to go focus on these things. So click them, move it to the left, to the right. You can even move out the model. To the left, to the right. We're good there. We're good there. I don't know where I am now. There we go. Right? To the left, to the right. Let's go out. Move it to the left, to the right. Everything looks good on this model, guys. One thing I forgot, nearly forgot, is we're going to go to this control loop, and we're going to have to do this a hard way. Well, not the hard way, I wouldn't say. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through your mesh, and you're going to grab the control loop, only the top control loop, all the way through. So Shift Alt, that one. You see this one where the colors change. That's a control loop you're looking for. Okay, let's go all the way through. Shift Alt, Shift Alt, Shift Alt. What's going on? Alright guys, so here, let me just see what's going on here. I have no idea why it's done that now. Like it's actually gone and it's missing faces here. Alright, so as you guys can see, I somehow by accidentally deleted the faces that was inside the mouth. And how you can fix that, you just select both control, or it's one control loop, but you deselect that line. And then you'll see it follows all the way through, and you just deselect this entire control loop that runs through here. Foop, foop, foop. And then we just do like we did earlier, bridge edge loops, and it should close it again. I'm not sure if this is going to work, because it's never happened to me before. What a good day for problems to occur. Well, we should in the tutorial. Isn't it always like that? Okay, guys. Sorry, I was busy doing something else. Oh, yeah. What we were busy doing is we were selecting these control loops over there. So, I just want to go through all the way. I grab him. I want to grab him. I want to grab him. I want to grab him. See what it did now to our control loop. Well, your guys' control loop should be fine if you didn't make the exact same mistake as me and somehow deleted these faces. You should just have one control loop. You can Alt, Shift, Alt. So once you have the entire control loop selected from the side here, remember we're starting here from this angle. We're now going to move it up. So if you do this, take that away, and you G and Z. Let's just see what's going on here. Oh, sorry guys, that's why it's doing that, because we still have proportional editing on. Okay, so put proportional editing off, and we're just going to do that just to give it a dip. So now it's going to look like there's a dip, and then it's going to change the color. And we're going to do the same with the bottom. The bottom should be much easier, unless I made the exact same mistake on the bottom as well. Please, bro, please, bro, please, bro. And come on, smooth sailing, brother, man, smooth sailing. All right, you're just going to Alt Shift. Bottom looks fine, and you can just twirl around. It's easier to select the edge loops like that. Swank, so like that. Alright, that seems to be everything. And now again, let's put it off. And grab on the Z axis and just pull him down like that. Okay, that's good. Now we got some definition. We got all that. Alright guys. We save this as. Now here's a very important step, guys. Just before we did run through the entire thing, so it should be a-okay, should be 100%. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the mirror modifier, and you're going to apply it. Remember to save, guys. Remember to save. I'm going to apply the mirror. Ooh, there, it's done. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is you can tackle this, whatever the hell you are, man. Alright, first things first. So let's start at the bottom. So of our control loops that we made, there is unnecessary geometry in here. So just take Alt 3 on the faces, Alt, Shift, Alt, Shift, Alt, Shift, Alt. And just make sure it's not selecting anything else, it's just selecting those faces. And then you can remove those faces. Oop. So what that does, let me show you. So you can see on this mesh, you can see up here, you see that line through it. And even if you put like material, you're going to see that line. And that's because of what we just deleted. You see that geometry in there? We don't want it. And that came from the mirror. So there you go. We remove you, man. We ain't need you, bro. Boop. And it's gone. Just like that. So let's address this. Where you at, man? Where you at, bro? Let's address these. Man, what you doing, man? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Make sure it's not carrying on the side. Yeah. Delete the faces. Let's get it. Let's get these. Dip, dip, dip. Delete the faces. And then let's get these. Delete the faces. And then all we gotta do, gonna Alt, select that extrude scale, close it like that, close it like that. That's it, boom, done. Alright guys, last step we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back into sculpt mode and we're gonna run around this snake again, last time guys, and we're just gonna make sure, if you run through the snake that there is no, the bottom part of the mouth is not touching the top part. I don't know what the hell is going on there. We're going to come back later and smooth this stuff anyway, guys. So for now, just checking up there. Sorry. Very subtle smooth, guys. Even that's too much. 0.2, 0.2. We're just looking for the geometry now. Just scanning through. Can you see there's some geometry in there? All right. We don't want geometry to go through here. All right, guys. That everything looks 100%. Okay, are you guys ready for the magic? So check it out, right? This still looks a little bit, we're still going to throw subdivision on here. Even though it still looks a little bit jaggedy, I would say. Now, guys, let's say for the last time now, up until the next save. Check this out, guys. So strength 0.2, very subtle, very subtle. Check this out. Check this out, guys. Alright. Now you're just going to one-time smooth. Whoop. Check how it opens up those scales. Check how nice it makes it. Guys, very subtle. You just want to go over once or twice max. Once or twice max. See here where it's like in each other, geometries in each other. That's where you want to go and you want to smooth. You want to smooth around these jagged edges. Just to take that deformation away. And here you can see the geometries in it is like in each other. But check it out. Check how it's opening up. Whoa, that's beautiful. You guys are going to see what it looks like when it's finished. It's going to be looking nice. We're very chilled, guys. We're just taking off the jagged edges and we're just opening these scales up. That over there, and then, right guys, like how does that look though? How does that look? Huh? No dye and topo. Look at that. Look at that quality, guys. No dye and topo. Alright, so let's carry on with the sculpting. So what we're going to do is you're going to go inside the head. And you'll see here where these points come together. They're still very deformed. We can't really get to those points. Right? So you just want to go and want to smooth them here at the bottom. Any parts, any vertices that are too close to each other, you can just open them up here from the inside. Now we do the bottom side. Alright, so that looks cool, guys. So obviously we can't leave it like that. So let's just do ourselves a favor quickly. Let's go to the head. And go to your material one. So you can plug in your roughness, zoom, and plug in your normal. And then what we're going to do is you're going to go to your face, which you've assigned over here. And we're just going to give it, because that looks a bit plain, right? So what you're going to do is we're going to give it a noise texture, color ramp, color ramp, and a bump node. Plain and simple, guys. Put the faculty all the color, doesn't matter, and you're going to plug it into the, not a good freaking idea. Normal. You get something that looks like, man, that'd be looking like a water snake, man. Pump the detail up all the way, put the scale to 1, and you're just gonna play down with the roughness up until you get what you like. Just something like that. Oh, that's maybe a bit too much. Now, guys, spoiler alert. we are going to be putting armatures in the snake, right? And we're going to have to transfer the snake from the one armature to the other armature. If you do it like this, this will happen. I think it's using, I'm not sure exactly what it's using, but basically when you assign it from the one armature to the other armature, this you know, the scale or whatever is going to change. I don't know exactly why it changes, but in order to fix that, like, I'm going to come back to this part later, but let's just do it now in case I forget. Let's just do it now, right? So we're going to add again Control T, your mapping in your texture coordinate node, and then, right, can you see it comes from the generated. Now, if you go to the normal, would that be looking funny? If you go to the UV, I think UV looks the worst out of them all. Man, look at the UV, man. Right, we can't use UV, but if you go down to the object, right, and it's going to hide that, like that front part of the nose, check it out. You can't even see it. Can't even see it, man. And it's going to stay the same when you apply it from one curve to another curve. So let's do that, guys. And then second thing we're going to do. Okay, let's first open them up. We are basically finished with this head, guys. All that we're still going to do. File save as. And now you're going to see if your hard work paid off or not. Or maybe I should leave that for the next video because it is armature. But yeah, let's leave it at that, guys. If you got this, you are winning. It's basically the whole snake head, guys. Next video, we're going to open up the mouth. We're going to do the animation, the armature, all that goody stuff. I see you guys now.